Hey, today I want to show you how you can install Linux Ubuntu on Windows through VirtualBox. So let's download first VirtualBox. So go to virtualbox.org, as you can see here. Just click on download Windows hosts. Just install it now. You can click on next. So now go to ubuntu.com and click on downloads, and you can take, for example, the Ubuntu desktop here and the latest long-term support version, for example, here. So let's now start VirtualBox here, for example, and now click on new, as you can see here. So give a name, for example, Ubuntu. Oops. There's a default machine folder, which is okay. And you can choose here, but it's not that important. Just keep on next. So here you have to give some memory for the virtual machine. So the larger the better, but obviously it will consume more on your machine. So for example, put 8. The hard drive, you can create a virtual hard drive or reuse an existing one. I will create one. So I will use the type VirtualBox disk image here. You can dynamically allocate the size or give us fixed size. So I will use dynamic and create. You can give up to 2 terabytes. Here I will just give 10 gigabytes. So now we will configure the VM with more video memory for changing resolution, and on storage, on controller ID, we will basically mount the Ubuntu image here, so the system will start from there and trigger the installation. Type OK. Now start the VM. So now the installer has started. So you have two options. Either you can just try it or just install it on the hard drive. That's what we will do. So you can choose your keyboard layout. We will trigger the default options here. So here, as it's a virtual disk, you can erase everything because there's nothing on this virtual hard drive. It's mainly, you have to be cautious when you're doing that on a real hard drive where you have other operating systems like Windows, but it's not the case here. It's fully virtualized. Your time zone. Now you need to create the default user. So choose a password. And now it's copying files and updating the system. So it's quite long now. So now we need to restart the system. So now we're on the login screen from the virtual hard drive, so it's no more based on the ISO. So we will try to change the resolution, just sign in. And here we are on the desktop running Ubuntu Linux. After successful sign in, you will see those first page here. You can just skip them. It's just to synchronize your Google or Microsoft account inside Ubuntu. You can, I don't think you need that. You can pass. You don't have to send system info if you don't want. Okay, next. Ready to go, done. Okay, so now we have Ubuntu running. So if you want to change the resolution, right click and go to display setting. Here you can change the resolution. For example, a bit like this. Okay, a bit too much, but if you go full screen, so right Control F, now it's full screen. Okay, so now you can see the UI is a bit different than Windows, obviously, so you have to get familiar with it. And that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this and give the thumbs up and see you in the next one.